everybody. Hey, it's me, Priapism. I haven't really uploaded in over a week, and I'm actually glad I got this whole OBS thing to work, so I can actually film videos like this now. So that's pretty neat. So the whole thing is a girl. She doesn't want me to name her who she is, but she reached out to me, and she's involved with the whole thing, like the whole Jidion and EDP thing, and she was concerned with EDP assisting me with getting out this information. So I reached out to Jidion, spoke with him, and I'm just going to go over the live stream and clear up any sort of inaccuracies I might have said, or I guess like I want to like document the live stream, but I don't want to just rip off his stream. So I'm going to include, I guess this is a reaction, and I'll put some commentary as well. And for those of you that didn't know, I spoke to Jidion on his live stream, and yeah, here we go. We'll watch that. See how this goes.
What's
Hello,
good?
Jidion.
Pripism? How do you say your name, man?
Yeah, you can just say it like Priapism. And if anything, I would like to just confess my sins, if that's all right.
If you feel comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the sins that I have not committed already, but the sins I will commit. And I just want people to understand my side, my perspective of why I feel like I have to do the things I have to do. And I know people in here aren't going to believe me, but I will literally swear on a Bible and the Constitution that I'm not lying about any of this stuff I am saying. I'm 100. Yeah, so what I got to say right there is, yes, I will swear in a Bible and Constitution that I'm not lying about accusations I am making. Like this, there's something going on where there's a crime that has been committed. I will actually swear on a Bible and the Constitution. I am actually serious about that. So I was spot on right there. Let's continue. 100% serious, and I know this will shock you, but can you trust me?
You want to confess something that you're about to do?
Yeah. It's not illegal. It's legal. It's legal. It's legal.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you can hit me up at DM if it wasn't legal, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's legal. It's legal. It's legal. Okay. I can go on video, but again, I'm not. Look at the chat. I'm not trolling. I'm not lying. I'm not doing any of that. I'm 100% serious. A lot of people out there thought I was trolling, but
we believe that whatever you're saying, you truly believe what you're saying.
So, I know this is gonna sound hard, but I can prove all this stuff I'm saying. So, I mean, my life, there'd be a lot to go over, like how I ended up in this moment. But for 7 or 8 months, I've been trying to get out information because I've learned that there's this person, this content figure, who has committed a crime against a child and is into kids, and it's not EDP, but I'll get into it.
So you're talking about a predator?
Yes. Well, okay. I don't know if he's physically done anything yet, but I could say that he's definitely broken the law. I sincerely held, yes, or content figure. I should be very specific about that. And because of the fact I've reached out to a lot of people, like 40, 50, 60 people. I even reached out to Chris Hansen, and he blew me off. And now the only person, and this is going to sound insane. Bro is on to nothing fire. Yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna read the chat. Sorry for pausing the video. I'll continue. I can prove it. The only person it's not true that has actually agreed to help me is the one person that everybody knows is a predator, and that's EDP445. I am not lying. I can prove it. Look at his reaction.
Agreed to help you?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm actually not kidding about that. Other than like Robert, and I think some other people, there's hardly anyone that actually agreed, but we're talking about like people that agreed to help me get this out. Like Robert, yeah, he's helping me as well. So, I mean, I guess I can't say the only person is EDP, but like he's like the only one that could like make a giant impact, you know. Other, you know, people don't really want to cover it, so And so that's
To
the
help
thing.
you
The reason why I'm
to
here,
expose
the
the
reason why I'm
disgrace.
here is because I made a video about this. I hardly ever upload on my channel. I don't really make a whole lot of YouTube videos, but or whatever.
Ah, shit. Well, it seems like I said the name anyways in the live stream, so sorry, I couldn't leave out your name. I forgot about that. Well, I tried. Oh well.
Reached out to me, and she was very upset by it. And I said, listen, I don't want to have EDP help me get out this information, but he's the only person that has taken me up on this. And now, what I have to do at this point is I have to be a thorn in everyone's side because nobody will actually take me up on this because I've reached out to a large number of people. People are afraid to cover this person because they don't want to get canceled. They're afraid to cover this person because of the backlash. Because
what
of
kind
who
of
it is.
friendly fire
Jidion,
is
I know this might.
Oh, jeez, these fucking comments, man.
I cannot say who it is. You
All
may
right.
have already met this person.
Yep, that is true. He might have already met this person.
So, what does this have to do with sin?
Okay, so what this has to do with sin is the stuff I'm going to have to do to try to either bring attention to this or try to get someone else to help me cover it. So that's the part that's going to be the sin. It's like the shit I'm going to do, which, of course, it's legal. It's just not in good taste. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, sorry. I can't really get into that. I'm sure you'll see it like as I do it, but whatever. We'll continue on.
Well, because I'm going to be doing some things that, well, will make me the villain or the bad guy.
Yeah.
I don't have any choice. I figure that, I've been too polite. I've been asking too nicely. And I figure that, hey,
and I have. I've been asking
maybe
too
if
nice.
I actually start doing some shit, then, someone out there will eventually want to take me on, or I can just cover the dang thing myself.
Well, here,
I can't cover it myself.
listen, my man.
But
Right.
that's not. But if you're exposing somebody who's doing something wrong, right?
Yes. And
That's not a sin.
But that's not the part that I'm referring to is the sin. It's the part that the things I will be doing to try to convince other people to cover it or bring attention to it so I can just cover it myself. That's the part that I'm saying is sinful. So, yeah, just clarifying that so everyone knows.
A sin would be like something that God says is wrong. It's not a sin to expose wrongdoing.
Is it a sin to threaten other people's livelihoods? Is it a sin to
livelihood or no?
Is
the
it
Bible
is it a
threatens
sin to
people's
bear false
livelihoods all the
witness?
time.
I'm not lying about this.
Yeah, so I mean, you'll just see as it goes on. You'll see what I mean.
This person.
Well,
I know that.
This
That's what I'm
is what I would
saying.
say. This is what I would say, man. Like, cause
Yeah.
I feel your fire, bro. I really do. Cause I feel the same way about predators,
Yeah.
man. Like, cause I have nieces and nephews, and
No.
it's like I see that could happen to someone in my family. You know what I mean? So I totally get where you're coming from, but if you do it the wrong way,
Yeah, I was surprised how fast I don't have any of that stuff linked to the account that I was using when I went on there, so I was surprised that people found that like very fast. It found like all my social media. I was like, holy crap. That was impressive, if anything. Then again, I do have my social media linked to my YouTube, but the fact that they found all that so fast, I have a feeling that some of them recognized me from that video already, and that's probably how they found that.
Oh, there it is. They found it. They found the video. Here.
Yeah, you could tell it took me by surprise because I was like,
oh,
there it is. All right, here we go. Sorry,
Yeah, here,
I'll unpause it.
I literally traveled halfway across the United States to try to get Christian to fucking cover the shit. And the thing is, I have done so much and spent hundreds of my own dollars to try to get this information out.
Yeah, that is actually true, by the way. I did travel like halfway across America to go see Christian, and I have spent hundreds of my own dollars. And I would say that if I had Christian, I would have been sitting pretty because, he was sort of in the spotlight at that time, and he could still be in the spotlight, but that would have been enough to just get the information out. And people can't really hide that. Then you can't. Once it's out, it would spread far enough. So that actually would have done the trick, but you can't win all of them, I guess. And the reason being is because I've been very open with all the people in my life. I've talked to my family, talked to even my college professors. Well, I should specify college professor, like, a college professor. And yes, I have spoke with my family about this. They already know. They already know everything. So, and everything that's going on, like, who I'm talking to, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. What they have told me is by any means necessary, I need to get out this information. And that's why I'm doing these things that may seem nonsensical. That's why I'm doing these things. I understand it may make feel uncomfortable, but as far as I'm concerned, people that I've already reached out to, content creators, large content creators, some of them just didn't even care. That is actually true. Chris Hansen, no, just blew me off.
So is this
Chris Hansen still does the How to Catch a Predator?
So to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure he still does that. It's just he does. He's not with NBC anymore. I don't think he does, like with some other group. I don't know. He still does it. I'm pretty sure.
Is this a police matter, brother?
Well, there definitely was a crime committed. I can say that. Yep.
Well, do you know the victim?
I do not personally know the victim, but I
do you have contact with the victim?
Yeah, there we go. Yep, there you go. That is me. Here, hold on a second. Let me put on the video.
Brother, do you have contact with the victim?
I have tried to contact this person. Yeah, so I do not have contact with this person. I've tried to reach out to them. They won't speak with me, and I've tried to speak with other people that may be close with this person. They won't speak with me either. So.
Well,
and
here,
they
this
would.
Is what,
hey.
This is what I would recommend.
There I am.
If the victim won't come forward, it's not your obligation to force them because you're forcing their hand. You know what I mean? I think that's the worst thing to do is to force the victim to come forward.
I have 75 slides worth. 75 slides. That's a lot of slides.
That's a lot of slides. So whatever it is, what I would recommend you do is give it to the proper authorities so that they can investigate it. You feel me?
And what happens if they don't actually pursue it and they try to question this guy? He gets a heads up and he deletes everything, or tries to cover it up, or tries to, I don't know. Why are they posting Sneeko? Like, sorry.
If you have in possession the slides, right, and you give them to the authorities, how can he delete something that you already got a copy of and have given to the authorities? He can't delete.
Okay, so I don't think this guy was getting it. In other words, to prove its authenticity, he would destroy the way to prove that it's authentic and that I just didn't make it up. And that's the thing that I'm worried about, is if this guy gets any wind of that, like, what exactly it is, they're going to get rid of that shit. And that's what I'm saying, is that I may have the slides and I might have everything saved, but if they get rid of it, how am I going to prove that it actually exists is the thing.
Delete that. You gave it.
No,
you already know.
The whole point is,
to the authorities.
The point is, if he's able to weasel his way out of this. Yeah, like I'm saying, if he weasels his way out of it and the police, they, for whatever reason, whatever technicality or whatever way that he's able to get out of it, then what that means is that the police might know about it, but the actual public would not. And in other words, this person would get away with it. Like how EDP was able to weasel his way out of the first one. Then that's true. What's going to happen here is he's going to delete it before anyone else can see it. And whose word is it going to be? Is it going to be my word against this person's word?
He's going to delete. I want to make sure I understand, because I don't like to weigh in on stuff if I don't fully understand it. And I know you can understand that too, right?
Yeah, it's a person. People are going to hate
you have slides. You have photo evidence. 75 slides of a predator.
This person
on children.
I don't know if it's multiple children, but what I can say is
it don't matter if they're willful. If they're underage. If they're underage, a crime has been committed.
Yeah, so I need to elaborate here. I must have misheard him.
there's a lot of audio that was being cut out when I was on. I don't know if he had specific settings. So when it comes to the 75 slides, there is 75 slides, but there's 6 or 7 of them that's actually indicative of the crime. The rest of it is showing how this guy has an interest in kids, basically. So the actual crime is about 6 or 7 slides. Everything else is the other stuff that kind of shows that this guy is into minors, and it was a total of 75 whenever I counted it. It was around 75. I think it was a little above or a little below, but it's pretty close to 75.
In the eyes of the law, there's no such thing as a willing child.
This person has talked about basically sending nudes to this person who was like, I can't get too deep into it, but they committed a crime.
I understand that.
What I can tell,
it sounds to me though
off as a joke. They're talking,
but prior Pilsum, it sounds to me like you have more than enough compelling evidence to bring this dude down.
Yes, I do have quite a bit of evidence, and I would say that the 6 or 7 slides indicative of a crime would be enough to take him down. But in terms of like a police sort of thing, like when I say taken down, I mean like publicly. Like this guy, he'd be finished. But like if we're talking about actual police stuff, I don't know if they can actually pursue the guy. Just like, how everyone knew that EDP was being a predator, and yet somehow he weaseled his way out of it, not once, but I guess like, we're still waiting on the second time. We don't even know if it's going to go all the way through. I hope it does. I hope he ends up in jail, in prison, but I have no way of knowing if it's going to end up like that.
Like with the authority.
I talk about the information, what I'm worried about is there are people that monitor this person's reputation. They're going to immediately go to this person, and then they're going to tell them, and then they will delete it. Because I've already ended up...
Bro, trust me.
But I'm trying to figure out how...
Yeah, that is actually true. There are people that monitor this person's reputation, and they are very fast, is what I've learned.
How can they delete it if
I've been down a rabbit hole like this before?
Well, that's the thing, though, is they can delete it because, again, I'd have to prove its authenticity and prove that it's actually real. If I can't do that, then, it's just my word against this other person.
Like, I've been through this, you know what I mean? When we were doing the whole EDP
I'm just trying
thing,
to get understanding.
Bro, trust me, if you go to the police and give them the information, they're not going to go directly to the person. They're not going to give a heads up to his manager or nobody. So you don't have to worry about, anybody. Now, what could give them a heads up is, you making videos talking about it. You collaborating with other
I'm not going to release it until I get someone that actually, sorry. Yeah, that's the thing is that I would say that, yes, they actually could give them a heads up because obviously if you are being charged with some kind of crime, they're going to tell you what they're trying to charge you with. They're going to tell you, and then once the guy knows, he's going to, like I said, the police might know about it, and then they might not be able to do anything, but it's the public knowing about it is the difference. All right, I'm going to continue it. Sorry, I thought you were going to talk. But I'm not going to release it until I can ensure it spreads around enough so this person can't cover it up because they've already deleted things that I've already saved it, but they have deleted things that definitely would be a red flag to just.
Would you be down to collaborate with Skeet Hansen?
So I have actually been thinking about this. I've been looking into Skeet Hansen. I might actually take Jidion up on his offer, but Skeet Hansen, I know he has contacts with some people that I definitely have already been trying to reach that I think would be the best people. What happened? So what I'm saying is I have looked into Skeet Hansen, and I'm going to talk with my family and my friends some more about like if I should keep, if I should go the Skeet Hansen route, or if I should have Skeet Hansen reach out to someone who I've already been trying to reach out to. Yeah, because it's also about the best way to do this because, you don't want to take too big of a risk and,
Yeah. All right. I'll just continue. Like I said, this person you would not like to find out who this person is because it could break your heart. Yeah, it could. You might be afraid to cover this person, and he might be afraid to cover Hansen. I would love that, but at the same time, this would have to be something that would be released on a live stream because how much they're afraid. I do not. He's not going to answer any data. No, that's real. Heaven forbid, I don't want anyone to go to this person and tell them that, hey, this is what you need to get rid of. Do it fast.
All right, man.
So you want to expose him with a content creator with a lot of pull on a live stream?
Yes.
A preemptive strike, if you will.
Yes, because this person, I cannot talk about what exactly who this person is, but they have a lot of resources accessible to them, and people are very protective of this person. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing I don't get is people are saying, like, oh, you're doing this for clout. You're doing this for clout. Have you seen, like, I've hardly uploaded any videos at all. Like, if you look at the time span of when I release videos, I hardly ever release videos. And I've been working on this behind the scenes and just planning on, like, try to have someone else cover it at first. And you're telling me that I'm doing it for clout when I've already spent hundreds of my own dollars. And when I first started, I had zero intention of involving myself with this. It's so stupid.
So what are you asking us to do? You just confessing your sin?
Well, I came here because of the was very upset by EDP helping me trying to get out this information. So as far as I'm concerned, I came over here. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that, again, like, I know it's hard to believe, but I guess people will believe me. See, that's the thing. I think people will believe me once they start putting out video footage, and maybe then, like, video footage of EDP, you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. I think people will believe me then.
Isn't EDP on the invest? I'm not sure because I won't be on the internet like that.
Yeah, he
isn't he on the investigation right now?
Yes, he deserves to be behind bars.
Yeah, he's under investigation.
But you don't know. He's been caught like twice.
He's under investigation by the FBI right now, brother Josh.
But is he in prison?
Yeah, in Hope.
No, not yet.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. So what? And he's on the investigation. Correct me if I'm wrong. For something serious, for something similar that you're trying to expose, right?
Because this person, what I will say is that there's a lot of evidence just like that shows that this person really like has an interest for minors. It's crazy. And also, this person has talked to a minor inappropriately, and this is someone that they've been socializing with years. They've been like sending him stuff. They've been giving him special favors.
Well, here, man. Just to let you know, man, you're not committing a sin. Exposing this information out and everything. Make sure you do your due diligence because you don't want to be a talebearer. So you make sure you do your diligence when you do release it.
When I say committing sin, I mean like obviously I'm politely asking isn't really enough because I've asked so many people. They don't care when it's behind the scenes and when it's not out there out in the open and when I don't know when people aren't making a spectacle of it. People honestly don't care. And that's what I've gathered is I've literally had people that I would believe that'd be. Yeah, and I will consider taking up Scooter Gene on that. So really concerned about the subject, just not Matrix care. Stuff. What does that mean? And so that's Epstein flight.
Well, we definitely care about this man, but on our end, there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean? We can't. Now, if we were a drama channel or we were a channel... Okay.
No, I understand.
Because we're just a Bible channel, man. We just talk about the Bible.
I'm aware. I just want people to know that if I happen to do anything in the future that makes me look really bad, that obviously is some terrible shit, you know why.
We're not going to... Hey, let me tell you something. If your crusade is a holy one.
Well, I don't want to call it crusade. That's.
I mean, it is. You're on a crusade. Look up that word. It is exactly what. It's not a bad word, by the way. It's not a bad word. If you're on a mission to expose somebody who's wicked and trying to get this person off the streets, right?
Just make sure you
Then you
don't
don't
do
have to
nothing
worry
illegal.
about us looking at you
Are you gonna
any
do anything
kind of way.
illegal? Are you gonna do anything illegal, brother?
He said he's not. He said he's
No.
not.
So hey,
No,
man,
Yeah,
I
he said
literally
he
said.
hasn't, and he's
I
not trying to.
literally said.
We're not
Yeah, no,
gonna.
I'm
We're
not.
not gonna
I'm not
judge
doing
you.
that.
We're gonna
Because
commend you. You're trying to make the world a better place. We're not gonna judge you for that. We're gonna
yeah, but I mean,
applaud you. If you get a predator off the
the part.
street, we're gonna applaud
I mean,
you.
that's the thing, though. Is like I said, I'm too small to cover it myself. So the moment that like I have to bring attention to this or get someone else to cover this. So like I was saying, if I do some things that obviously
They're saying
seem
big old
nonsensical
nothing
or make me seem
burger.
like
Why do
a
I
bad
see
guy,
that so much? You see people saying big old nothing burger, the same thing, when that's actually not true.
you understand why.
Yeah.
Praise God,
You
man.
know, they thought
I mean, that's
Jesus was
about
the
it.
guy.
It's like, I mean, that's the thing is that, like, you know, I know this because I've shown this to quite a bit of people in my personal life. They know, like, I'm not lying about this. They know it's not a nothing burger, that there is actually something there.
They thought Jesus was the bad guy too at one time.
Because we all know what Christian is alleged that he's done and that he might have done. He probably did, but honestly, I can't say for 100%. Obviously, trying.
That is true. I got a comment on this too. I mean, he was saying some heinous stuff in a phone call, but the thing is, this is like he went to court over only testimony, and the testimony was coming from a guy who thinks he's been to Quickville or been to Equestria. Let me just say it like this: if someone thinks that they've been to Equestria and they think that whatever happens in their head happens in real life, if just because they say something happened, you don't actually know if it happened or not. You can say that, you know, you think it happened and you can like speculate, but in court there's like a beyond a reasonable doubt sort of thing, and since there wasn't like hard evidence, it was just like testimony. I'm assuming that's why Christian's case got dismissed. I don't know. That's just my guess. But I don't know if he actually did it or not. He could have. He's in the position to. I don't know if he did it or not.
Trying to go see this person.
Can I ask a question?
Good.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What is the ETA on when we should expect this? Like, when should we expect this
I
to
have
drop?
no clue. This has been going on for almost a year.
Well, here, my man.
Okay.
Well, we gotta get to the next person because you know it obviously is a Bible
All right,
channel,
well,
man. But bro, man, don't think what you're doing
Yeah.
is bad. As long you know you're doing it for the right reasons to protect
Yeah.
children. That's a commendable thing, man. So whoever it is, you know,
All right.
they gotta go to jail.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, all I gotta say is, you know, you can't say that, you know,
You didn't
Taylor
want
Hawkins-
he saw. Yeah, they found, they saw the tweet there. I think I want to say this chime became blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Obviously, yeah. Okay, well, I couldn't get a hold of Christian, so what else am I supposed to do? Like, if he's selling his medallions, just wear the thing, because I'm already using like the comment in the first video said, I'm using other people's infamy to try to draw attention to this. All right, so yeah, it's whatever, man.
because, you know, she can go see this clip herself, and now she doesn't have to be as upset, and hopefully she can understand better. That's all I gotta say. She was asking me to DM her.
You know, that's the crazy thing is all the people in the chat are saying I'm trolling, but I'm actually not though. So that's the wild thing right there is that it's gonna be wild when this evidence comes out. Inevitably, people will see I'm actually not trolling. It's the wild part, man.
doing any of that. No.
Praise God.
Peace, my man.
Yeah, praise God. Actually, wait, can I talk about my favorite Bible verse before we go?
Of course, man. What's your favorite Bible verse?
And yeah, then I got removed right before I could say my favorite Bible verse. Guys, if you want to know my favorite Bible verse, it's Matthew. I can't remember the numbers, but it's from Matthew. It's having faith, even as small as a mustard seed, and you know, nothing is impossible to you if you have faith, even as small as a mustard seed. And I think it was, what was it? You could move mountain. You look it up for yourself. Look up Matthew, faith is a mustard seed. That's my favorite Bible quote. There's a little bit of lore, a little bit of history behind that. And
I was in EHP or MRP, and I was in this prayer circle, and of course, the guide who was his name was Archibald. That was the quote, which we talked about in the prayer circle, and I will say, it means a lot to me. That's why it's my favorite quote. It means something to me, like personally. So sorry, I didn't get to say it on the stream. Yeah, I mean that's about it. All right, I'm gonna end this.